Are we live?
We are live.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Oh.
Get it, Shell.
Oh.
I feel like doing that every time I hear jazz music.
Oh. Why?
No? Is that too much?
Oh.
It's never too much,
It's
Omar.
not.
He said.
You get excited when you hear the music. The music.
Why am I not getting a picture? How come I got no picture?
How come you got no picture, huh?
Sometimes you don't need a picture.
Sometimes you don't need a picture.
Sometimes you just close your eyes and then you open them and then bam, you got a picture.
And then boom. There he is.
Bam, 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 bam.
Why are you always off to the side, Lamar?
I have nowhere else to go.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. I don't have anywhere
You
else
have
to go.
This entire room to go.
You have
Where
this-
would you have me to
We
be?
built this whole studio.
Okay, so point out a place where I can be readily available.
Oh, I don't know. Scooch yourself over.
You can turn the camera slightly.
I
towards
did.
you.
I did already.
There you go.
He's just. He
See?
doesn't. He doesn't
And,
cooperate.
I don't have a good sitting spot.
You know.
You can sit right up in here.
You got all the goddamn room.
Nestle up in here. Oh, I'm sorry if I have all these damn machines.
Because he has to drive the spaceship. That's why, Lamar.
They don't talk about the navigator then, God damn it. If all he got is this little bitty ass room, then why y'all giving me shit?
That's all you need.
So sit there and navigate.
Just
Oh,
make sure
talk
you're.
shit about the
your
navigator.
Just
check
make sure
your
you're-
Victor vector.
Yeah. Oh, Roger.
Check your vector.
I'll check my vector.
Oh man, I tell ya, your kids are the polar freaking opposites.
Yeah, they are. They are the meaning of polarities.
Literally the polar opposites.
One is wild and crazy, and the other is just
non-existent.
yeah, pretty much.
Until he literally scares the living.
And-
He's Norman Bates at
And
his
that's
finest.
when he comes to life.
Oh my
He's a young Norman Bates. I hate to see this dude in a suit one day.
gosh.
Jesus.
That is going to be
Yes.
dangerous.
You know what? And he reminds me of Trayvon's son. Like, they are just alike.
Yeah.
You ask them how they're doing? Okay. What's your eat for dinner? Food. Well, what kind of food was it?
Oh no.
The kind you masticate, father.
No, that's too much.
That's too much.
But he's a brilliant kid. He does great in school. He's got A's and B's.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's got A's
He's
and B's.
just in that shy, awkward stage. I think
Yeah.
I was there once.
I was never there with one word.
Yeah, I don't know if I was
one-word
there
hitters.
either. Right.
No, he
yeah,
will-
because Keaton will give you a plethora of
No,
words.
no. Keaton, you say hi and you better be prepared for an essay.
Yeah, an
Yeah.
assault. He is going to assault you with verbal judo.
Yeah.
And it will be non-stop for like the next hour. I asked him about his pet rock, and the conversation lasted for an hour.
And
Yeah.
Keaton's wild still.
Yeah. He's 10. He's got an imagination.
He's untamed.
Yeah, he plays.
In his sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's running in his sleep.
I swear, he was taking a shower, and I just now, and the whole house was gonna just fall apart.
In there
Yeah.
shaking.
Yeah.
Cole's going to be the reserve guy in life, and Keaton's going to be the risk-taking go-getter.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I can see it now.
Yeah.
It's loud and clear.
Yeah,
If you
they're
don't,
showing
if,
who they are.
If you don't know how to read your children, sit and monitor them. Just look at them and watch them behave in such manners.
Literally, they are the epitome of the yin and the yang.
Right.
But you know what that
Day and night.
And Cole, like, all he wants to do is be an engineer. He has that engineer quality about
Right,
him.
yeah.
This is what I
A
envision an engineer
sophisticated mind.
to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And-
and
I have to have my things in order.
Yeah.
And we have to do this right.
Yeah.
And the personality.
And the
for it.
personality.
Yes.
Yeah. That dry.
very
Yes.
meticulous
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
just
It's hilarious. So yesterday I was coming in here to get ready for the podcast, the live, right? And you guys were already in here because I was still working. So I am to assume nobody is upstairs besides me and Saren, the dog.
Right.
Which half of the time nobody even realizes we have a dog because even the dog is quiet.
right.
And the kids, when they're here, they're downstairs in the basement. And so I'm walking from the office into the kitchen and I set my stuff down and I turn around and literally who is right next to me, and Cole is what, he's 6 feet,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, almost. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's pushing it.
He's the child-sized lurch.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this kid is literally like my shadow. I turn around and he's right there.
Yeah.
I said every single cuss word. I think I may have developed new cuss words.
Oh, yeah.
I
That's a
was,
deep fear. That's a deep fright.
Where you start to go in, you start to do the damn mumblings.
You start making up your own adjectives. Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
everything imaginable. I told him, and he literally just stood there and stared at me, holding a box. Of
yeah, holding chocolate.
Yeah, holding
And you know Cole's reaction. You know what it was? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Literally, that was
Just
it.
dry as hell.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
I'm sorry. That was it. And I set my stuff
Never
down.
even understood why you were scared at all.
Yeah,
Just- okay.
He kept staring at me as I'm still cussing him
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
And then finally I go, God, Cole. I go, well, at least you'll make a good thief one day.
Yeah.
And then he looks at me and goes, thanks, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. See?
There you go.
Oh, man.
I don't know if that's a compliment, but thank you. I guess if I were to be a thief,
That
that's
dude is
reassuring.
drier. That dude is drier than a National Lampoon's turkey.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty dry.
I think it took me about 2 hours for my heart to finally like beat normal.
Yeah.
And it didn't phase him one bit.
Not
No.
one bit.
Most people would be like, "Oh shit, I'm sorry. Damn, did I scare you?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad."
Yeah. Literally did not hear his footsteps behind me. And one, why are you walking so close to me?
I'm gonna watch how this kid handles knives. I don't know about young Norman over here.
Why were you walking so close to me in this big ass house?
Yeah. Touche.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah,
I
but
can't say I would favorite Will from that incident either. Like,
literally the polar opposites. And then Keaton, you can hear him a mile away
oh
coming.
yeah.
This dude has the heaviest steps.
You know what I
Yeah.
find funny is you can be scared of ghosts or whatnot, but as soon as somebody try to break in your house or do something to you with physical harm, you ain't afraid at all. You're on attack mode.
Oh yeah, no.
Right.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
Because you can perceive the threat. The threat is coming at you. You are aware of this.
Oh yeah.
You know, you can react. You can be like,
If
yo,
you see a ghost, you're not aware of it?
if you don't see the ghost.
Well, that's why they're called ghosts.
But right. So how can you be scared of something you're not aware of until that action comes about?
That's funny. That did happen to us the other night, huh? Because Saren.
I get what you're saying.
Right. Because you remember that ghost in the home in Phelan, right? Came up behind me and whispered in my ear, "Hey," just like that, right? I didn't get scared until it did that because I could not perceive it to be there.
He's got a point.
Ooh, was it like a cold breath?
No, it was just a voice on this side, on my right side of my head, and it was just the right side of my ear, and literally just went, "Hey," and I turned around and thought it was him, and it was no one else in the house.
Ooh.
I don't play games like that, so
He said, "Homie, don't
because
blame."
I know if you go mimicking something that's real, it's not going to be a good look in the future, Daryl.
Right, and I
No.
ain't trying to take away someone who has like a sixth sense,
Right.
Me.
right? Like Meryl, she can perceive like there's ghosts in the home.
Yeah.
You prevented us from buying a home.
Yeah. Yeah.
As soon as we walked in the front door with the realtor,
Yep.
even the realtor said, "Well, what's wrong? What do you sense?" Okay, well, we're not going in here.
Yeah. Nope. Gotta go.
Oh, but you know,
it was dark too.
I have to believe realtors know when the house is pretty much not vibing. Like either the seller is like, "Yo, there's something in the house. We need to get out of here ASAP." Now you'll get those shady realtors that'll be like, "Okay, I'll get you out here, but keep your goddamn mouth shut."
Yeah, they had to disclose that, right, Meryl? Didn't we learn that there was an actual law? Like,
For
Yeah.
apparition, for a haunted house.
well, no, she'll
No,
tell
no,
you.
no, no. I don't know if it's in every state, but I know in California there is a law where the realtors have to disclose if there was a murder
Oh,
in
okay,
the house.
okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because in California, the house that I grew up in, which there was a ghost that would come into my bedroom and constantly turn off my lights or turn off my TV. There was a husband who was a police officer who was murdered by a gentleman who he put away. So he put away this person. I think he went to jail for like 10 years or something like that. Came out, the individual found him and then went to his home and killed him in front of his wife and kids in the house.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
And this is the house you're living in.
Yes, this is the home that we grew up in. Yeah, which I believe my brother is currently living in. I don't know if he's still living in there in California or not.
Why do you think they say, or why do you think they even made that a law? You think it's just because they're being informative and saying, hey, someone got murdered here? Or do you think it's the latter side? Like, you could possibly see some things.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was some real dirtiness in here.
Yeah.
My realist self says it's just to notify you what kind of crime happened there. But my alternative side says, yes, everybody is aware that with bad juju comes bad juju.
Bad juju. Yeah. Yeah.
It's a scary thing to think
I tell
about.
you what, I wouldn't live there because I knew a murder happened there. My mind would tell me, oh, this place is fucking haunted. I'm not living here.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
But you were going to say, when we walked out of this studio at night and you saw that light,
Yeah.
that was kind of scary. Or when you saw it move from one spot to the other without, like, literally showing you the motion of.
Like, right.
It
because
blinks
you're-
out and it's somewhere else.
See, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you're reacting now.
It wasn't necessarily scary. It was like weird.
Right.
Like startled but not scared. Like how
like
how
amazed,
are you?
yeah.
Yeah, like
Do you think this stuff has always been here and
And
we're
we're just now noticing?
like, okay, we're putting oursells in a conscious state to
Believe in
want
this.
to believe it
Right.
and want to see it. We're manifesting this.
Right.
I don't know if we're putting ourselves in a state that we want to see it. I think we're putting ourselves in a state that we're more open
To see it?
Yeah.
So it's being
Yeah, because
chosen.
some- yeah,
so
bec-
whatever the entity is, it's choosing to
show itself.
To show
Yeah,
itself.
because some
No.
go, I'm going to put myself in this state because I want to see it.
I don't.
And then some just say,
So I don't necessarily
I'm
think.
open to it.
right.
Yeah. So I don't necessarily think that the entity is choosing to let it be seen. I think it's us now being more open to
I mean, but
us seeing it.
it can go both ways though, because if that thing is advanced and it can perceive that I mean no harm and I'm opening myself up, then in turn it could be like, okay, I'll subject myself a little bit more and
Right.
I'll show a little bit more of me now that you're showing a little bit more to you.
Right.
It's two sides to that coin. I would believe. That's just my opinion though.
Because why? Okay, we're missing the big overall picture here. You were the first to see something in the sky in this area, right?
Right.
Then I seen probably the same thing you saw, and then 2 days later she sees she witnesses these lights, and I witnessed the tail end of it. It's hard to believe it's a coincidence and that we're not manifesting this said mass to show itself.
It's a possibility.
It's
I can't rule it out.
Right. It's hard to rule out that we're not conjuring this.
And I don't care what kind of intellectual mind you have as far as a science doctorate or whatever accolades you hold.
Right.
You still can't rule that out because you don't have the tangible proof.
Right. And I saw something completely different than what you two saw.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
Now,
Yeah, but you saw something.
right. And,
Yeah.
and you know what you saw. Like nobody can take that from you.
No.
It's the person that's closing themselves off
Right.
that doesn't want to believe you.
Yeah. And, and I kind of want to, and I think of it this way. I think that we are the ones with the higher power here because they come here and we see them, right? We're not going to other outer space places or other realms or anything like that. So I feel
as far as we know.
As far as we know, right. So we are of the higher entities, the more intelligent beings, call it what you want.
Right.
So I feel like we are the ones now being more open to seeing it.
But could you imagine that though? Like a fourth dimensional being looks at us as like a superiority, like this is like wow.
But
like
who's
are we looked at? As,
I mean, I
know?
think, and that goes to my point. What if we're all like advanced to our level where we are now? Like they're advanced. They have things that we're not accustomed to that looks amazing to us. I'm sure we have things that look amazing to them. And I think that we're probably on this same higher sense of technology and involvement, right? Or evolution. I mean, because they're still flawed too. Let's just say they're integrating with us, right? They choose to not make themselves readily available if they are here, and they could do that to right our ship.
And they choose to be flawed.
So to say, and they choose to be flawed, and we know this by, well, if it's true what the government says and they have UFO retrieval, that means their instruments failed them too. And maybe they're just that. Maybe that's just where they are and they're still flawed. Like they haven't reached their pinnacle yet.
Yeah.
You know, accidents can happen to them too.
We shouldn't always have to think that something is bigger and greater than us.
Right.
Like, where did that train of thought come from?
And that's what I'm saying.
Right.
I feel like we are the greater, bigger than them. And they're constantly coming to us and observing us because we are the greater, bigger.
Right.
I mean, how do you rule that out?
Okay, but and to her
That's
point,
crazy.
and to her point, I'm just going to do a little bit of proof to add to her point.
Right.
The machines that we have here on display, the cameras that we've made, the infoweb that we've created, these invisible phone lines that tether us from one receiver to another that we can't see, how we project screens and gods in our own right. You have to look at us and go, what a modern marvel they are. Look what they did to their planet by using its resources. And they're coming off the planet. But by golly, why are they fucking killing each other? And that's the other one, right? Okay, they're smart. We get it. But they're just not there mentally. They're just not.
They're so
there.
Smart and so stupid at the same time.
Planet oxymoron.
Like that movie Contact. Remember when she finally got to the alien planet and he was like, human beings are capable of such beautiful dreams, but such horrible nightmares. And that was probably like one of the most factual statements out of that whole fucking movie.
That's why you send a poet to outer space, babe.
Yeah.
Or that's why you send poets to like near-death experiences.
And it's funny you would say that because Bug just sent our letter or our poetry that Mads wrote to her uncle, I believe. I think I just got it on my phone. She just sent that, and he's a master at poetry. So for you to just say that,
see, and that's tapping into something of higher self and tapping into frequencies to be able to change our. I think we all have like a tuning system in us. That we subconsciously control. And we tune out 99.9% of the stations that are readily available to the ones that are most important in our lives. You know what I'm saying? Like, but every now and then, we kind of subconsciously lose ourselves, pick up a different frequency. Oh, I got an idea. That was a tuning of the radio station. The proverbial radio station slipped by a little bit. You heard someone say, today's sale is.
So this is going to sound so morbid, but yet so beautiful at the same time. So I believe that we are the way that we are because humans are the yin and the yang. right? So whoever, aliens are out there and they're like, oh my God, yeah, they're so incredibly smart, but why are they killing themselves? Well, we have to have it. We have to have that there. Because imagine if everything was beautiful 100% of the time. Imagine if everything was continuously living 100% of the time. There would be no balance.
Yeah, there'd be no polarities.
Right.
And
you have to have the death in order for living to continue.
And that's the whole earth experience. That's what we preach, right? That's why we come here, to have this experience.
Yeah.
And I said that to Ben. I was like, what would be the point to have heaven on earth when the afterlife is that?
You have to have your yin and your yang.
This is why we come here and subject ourselves to this physical life, so we can have that yin and yang. It's a learning lesson.
And that's why I can't stand when they give the participation trophies in school.
Right.
I'm sorry, you have to have your first place loser.
Yeah.
You have to lose.
Yeah, you have to feel that emotion to get better.
Yeah, to give that energy to be like, dang it, I lost. In order for you to have that fuel to be better.
Okay, but what's that say about the financial system then? That leads to the financial system.
What do you mean?
Capitalism. You must get paid for what your ideas are or what you contribute to the state.
Okay, but that's a financial thing.
It's the same thing,
Yeah,
though. It's human. We're
Right.
talking about human worth here.
Right. It all falls into what we're saying.
Yeah.
All of it. Nothing can get overlooked.
Right. But I think if we're to correct it, that's where it's going to have to start. We're going to have to do away with the financial system.
Well, I don't think we're talking about correcting anything. I'm just talking about this is why.
In essence, we're talking about the things we believe in, right? So these are all corrections.
Yeah, but that was just one topic we were touching on.
Right,
But yeah, and we get it.
Right. And me and B had this conversation today. I asked him, or B said, so what do we do about it? All this information we know and things that are going on in the world and all the unjust. What do we do about it? And I go, we think about it and we fucking talk about it, because it's going out to the ether one way or another.
Yeah, don't ignore it.
It doesn't take this camera and this microphone for it to reach out.
Right.
Just the same as you can send a text message to somebody else's phone and not see that bit of information travel like you said.
Right.
We are still doing the same thing
But
up here.
I think that's what sparks change, is when you constantly talk about it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you can't ignore it. If you talk about it, because at this point, that's all you can do, because you still got to pay taxes and take a shit in the morning.
Right.
So if you don't talk about it, I feel like it doesn't get resolved. You have to talk about it. And the more you talk about it, the more he talks about it. The more he talks about it, the more she talks about it. And it just snowballs until the human consciousness is one collective.
You know what cures this world in my mind? You take away the financial means from everybody, and you give everybody an in-ear monitor so they can understand everyone. And we go back to the bare minimum. Then we'll see what people are really like.
The bare bones.
When no one's dictating them. When we can all now have a conversation and there are no more verbal borders.
Right.
Imagine what we will say to each other, and imagine how many of us got all that there is in common. The world looks different.
Yeah, completely different.
The world looks scary different.
Yep.
That means we are all accountable. We are all held accountable
This
to our higher
reminds me
selves.
of a podcast we had last year called Truth Day.
Oh my God.
Truth Day.
Do you remember that podcast?
And boys, it'd be a hell of a thing to partake in.
I tell you what, after having that conversation, I was just like, it's just easier to tell the
The
fucking
truth.
I don't want any more secrets. I can't deal with any more secrets. Like secrets from myself, secrets from, like, it's a waste of energy.
And my memory's fading.
You can't hold on to these lies
My
anymore.
memories are fading. I don't know if I told this from one way to Sunday.
I think in that podcast I said, this is why I don't have any friends.
This is why you
Because
don't
they
have
ask
friends.
me for the truth.
Yeah. And
And they
sometimes
can't accept
handle
no.
it. Yeah.
No.
Jesus.
Don't ask me for the truth.
And it's always that one friend that thinks we're really best buddies.
Yeah.
You give it to me. You tell me the truth.
Okay, yeah, those jeans do make you look
Oh
fat.
man, you told me the truth, man. I ain't never calling your ass
It's
again.
again.
Man, that's fucked up, man. You, man, really, man.
Remember you said that you're like, you're not leaving the house in that outfit.
Yeah. I told her ass. I said,
You better change.
I tell Bug the same thing.
Not
I'm
by
like,
the
you're not-
hairs of
you're
my
not-
chinny
Why are
chin
you wearing
chin.
this? Yeah.
You better change.
you ain't embarrassing this family. Even if we go to Walmart, you will not embarrass this family.
Nope.
And that's the place where you can embarrass your family.
Let me tell you something about a simplistic Punjabi woman that I know.
Oh God.
Oh,
She-
God, ain't
she-
got nothing to do with this. She's
not-
her own deities in
she
this
says,
world.
Canada is here.
Yeah. Oh, she better be present.
She done popped in at the wrong time.
My wife is the most simplest dressing woman. She feels like she could just wear shoes with holes in them and,
Oh, no.
and shirts with cigarette burns in
No,
them. And she
what?
don't smoke cigarettes, but she does not care about her appearance. She
No.
is such a basic woman. I love her to death because of
No.
it. But sometimes
You
I
gotta
tell,
have
listen
some
to me.
style on this
Listen
planet.
No,
to me.
you
I
can
tell
be
her.
basic and stylish.
I tell
Oh
her.
yeah, you can.
Yes,
can.
you
Listen,
can.
I tell her, I was like, listen, Bug, I get your style and I love you and I love you for it. But you are a beautiful woman. You're gonna have to dress like
A little respect here.
just come on, Bug. Just Bug, please. More than the two dresses that we own. We need to just diversify
Yeah.
our dressing
cut
portfolio.
them up a little bit. Like, just
The portfolio.
But saying that, I know exactly the type of woman that I have.
right.
And I know that playing in the dirt with her is like playing
That's
in
all
the
she
dirt
wants to
with
do,
myself.
man, is play in the dirt.
And I'm glad that in the long run that my goddamn wife likes to get dirty.
I'm gonna start calling her
What?
Dirt McGurk.
Dirt, with a little cup of tea.
Little cup of tea.
and that's what she brings around to, a
Yeah.
little cup of tea.
Little cup of tea.
A little dirt in it too. Bam, bam.
Oh gosh, want to play some music?
Let's play some music.
Let's play some música. Gotta stand up and stretch my legs.
My back,
My back is broke.
spinal,
It's something, I don't know, and they can't fix it.
spinal.
I know. Canada says she loves us all.
Yes, and we love you too.
We love you too, Canada.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, so you never finished telling us. What did her uncle say?
Oh, she just texted me. She sent it out to her uncle, so I don't know until he reads it. Right back at you, S.O.R monkey. How weird was that? Right as we kind of end, the S.O.R monkey puts his thumbs up. Did you notice that?
Right?
I felt compelled to give him a thumb back.
The thumbs up back?
Yes.
That was perfect.
Take us back into the rhythm real quick before you go back into that. That was nice, man. That was some nice driving. If you were my Uber driver, I'd give you 50 Uber points.
$1, $2, $300.
And I tip you $1 to $100. And Marilyn, who says monkeys can't fly a goddamn spaceship? NASA used this.
I don't think nobody said that. Yeah, NASA did.
That's right, our cousins.
Yeah. Yes.
Makes total sense to me.
Yeah, total sense. No, it doesn't.
see how you navigate this here. Lower that organ a little bit. like that. That's a hell of a show, man.
That was one of our best rehearsals of that song. I think we found the structure.
I think we found the groove. What do you think, Mance?
He said, I think I found it. I like it.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah. Two back to back in a steady transition in between.
Yeah.
You like how I blended in?
It was good.
It was good.
It
I
was
was like,
seamless, right?
drive the vessel, man. You're
Yeah.
driving.
I was waiting for the jungle to come in right after. What happened?
See, and I said that, but
So it's on a different project. Like I'm still on album 1, project 1.
yes,
So I
yes.
have to go and load project 2, album 2. So I can go do that right now.
Yeah.
See.
Well, those are like facts we should have known before. Yes.
I see.
I got to get this thing to stick better, Terrell.
Well, so are you keeping that one there, or are you switching it over
For
to?
right now, I'm keeping it because it's not faltered yet.
Gotcha.
Well, this
Okay.
is a good thing.
Yeah.
You don't want to be deep in space and have things falter.
Well, I mean, they'll just float away.
Well, could you imagine, Meryl, this music really takes us to like this far distant like part of the universe, and he goes, "Oh, you guys, it's faltering. I got no way to get us back."
It's just gone to
Great.
shit,
Yeah.
brother.
Great.
And Meryl's like, "Did you not bring the backup? Did you
Great.
not bring the backup?"
No, because I would not leave it up to him.
Yeah, that gets packed.
Yeah,
I
no.
just told B that. I said she's not. She's like, no, we're going to do what B says. We're going to keep it for a backup because clearly the guy knows shit falters.
Yeah.
And y'all want a backup.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we would be in deep space, but
I'd have
she
the
would have
backup.
brought the backup.
I got a backup. I mean, it's no core, but
The
it's,
backup has the backup.
the backup has the Jeez.
Yes.
It all goes to having a backup plan too, right? Because plans go to shit.
And the backup has the backup.
And even the backup has the backup. Even my conditioning has been conditioned,
Yes.
right?
And then when that goes to shit, then
Then you're just,
Then
kiss
oh
your
well.
ass goodbye. You're a lost cause.
oh well. Then
Yes.
oh well. It is what it is.
Look at that guy on the screen jamming out
Yeah, he's having
to
fun.
silence.
He's having fun.
Yeah.
You want to hear what he's jamming out?
He's jamming out to silence right now.
He's having fun.
I never knew silence could be so groovy.
He's having fun to something. It's a windy day, whatever he's having fun to.
Sounds dope.
Brings back memories.
The good old days.
The good old days.
Talk about it.
Let's talk about the good old days.
He said the good old days. It all started back in Wyoming with a JDXI.
The JDXI, the infamous JDXI.
Oh, JD.
The JDXI. Oh, God.
That thing had more potential than we did
The-
during
It
that
had
time.
more potential than what I knew,
You knew-
about.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's what
you-
I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't
You
care how you
had-
slice it.
It's
Had-
like, look, buddy, I got an envelope. I got a
all
filter
kind of
on
things.
this.
Yeah.
Had no
Got an
idea.
LFO.
No clue.
Sequencer. Come on.
Had no idea.
You could choose from all sorts of programs and presets. I'll
Had-
show you what to do. Oh,
had
you don't
no
know how to
idea.
work me? Oh, okay. Well, never mind.
Had no idea.
You ignorant bastard. Fine.
Well,
I'll
you just know the minimum, do you?
Yeah. You care not to know any further than
You
just the
bought a
minimum.
$500 synthesizer, and all you want to know is the,
The minimum.
Fine. Go purchase a.
I feel like he's talking to me
NAS.
because I have like over $1,000 phone, and all I really know is just the minimum.
Because you don't care to know, man. You just want to make a call in the text, and that's good.
Yeah, and get online and watch a little bit of boob tube.
And
And
if you're dope with that,
But-
then maybe
Yeah.
you just need the minimum.
this phone can do so much more.
But literally, the bare minimum phone these days is $1,000.
Right. True.
So yeah,
I mean, you can always go to that old flip phone and just be done with it.
they don't have flip phones.
They don't?
No.
Oh. I'm sure somebody
I mean,
out there
they
still
have
has
the
a
new fold phones
Yeah.
now, but those are
Or
like
you
super
can just
high
go
tech.
to email. Anybody need to get a hold of you, they can always get a hold of you by your email, bro.
And how are you going to access the email if you don't have a computer?
Well, we're talking a phone, aren't we?
So exactly.
Yes,
So you
he's-
still need a phone.
or a computer.
Or a computer.
Yeah.
In the 80s, it was so much simpler. I would like to think if you were home, you weren't. If that was the case, that was the case. There was no getting a hold of you.
Beeper, and then you can send really
when
cool
beepers
messages.
came out, yeah.
Like hello.
Yeah, you turn them upside down.
And it
yeah.
says hello.
Jeez.
I always thought it like spam is funny back in the day. It came in paper form, you know? Now it comes on your phone, it comes in your email, it comes on
Junk mail.
just junk shit. Just they find a way to just keep sending it to you.
Yeah, for reals.
You like that new toy, don't you?
You know I do.
Yeah.
He
I can gauge that.
He had me at color palette.
Yeah. But Meryl, it has a color palette.
I love it.
When I saw this thing 5 years ago, I knew I had to have it.
Yeah.
It took us 5 years.
And
to
I
get
had no idea what the hell he was talking about
And that is so hard to obtain.
it. Right.
until I heard it, and then now I just want it in every single song.
Yeah. It's very shamanistic. It's that.
I'm like, clearly you can put it in every song,
I
right?
hold the power to your everything at this fucking hand and this fingertip.
I imagine when Ben farts, this is what his farts sound like.
Yeah.
A little.
Yeah. Wisdom is seeping out of my ass.
And a bird just happens to fly by every time.
Yeah. Over a rainbow.
Not
I
just
thought-
any bird.
It just seeps out of my ass.
I thought he was gonna say, and a bird flies out every time.
Yeah, a white dove flies out of his ass, pristine and white. Not a hint of shit on it. It's just,
And it's like, wait a minute. That thing took something from me.
yes. But it's okay. It's spreading the love.
Oh God, we're so.
We over here capping on our boy right now. We capping on you, bruh.
Capsters.
All caps, too. Bold, underscore.
It's what you get when you deal with bright minds
bright mind.
You get bright answers.
and all the wrong ideas.
Yeah, what he said. That lady has a moon growing out of her head. Oh, that's me. That represents the bug and I right there.
Yes,
I
it
love
is.
that one. We are breaking free of our chains.
Breaking ground, brother.
Breaking new ground. I love that picture too.
There was just so many.
So many. Visions
Yeah.
is like, this is a perfect one because like they're all visions, right? Like
Yeah.
they're all these.
Some are the ones I've seen and
Yeah.
experienced
Right.
myself.
This one was cool, and it hit right on the beat. That
Yeah.
one took forever. To
I like
do.
that.
Jeez.
I can hear a band right now. Thank you for coming along this ride with us. Please make sure all your hands are
As a hand pops on the screen.
Properly secure.
are secure and gently on your laps.
Because I will make your soul fall out of your body in about 2 minutes.
Make sure your lap bar is completely down and locked in place. And get ready to leave all of your bullshit behind.
That one's cool. The universe just came into the bedroom.
Yeah, I like that.
And the kid just sits there in amazement like,
Yeah, this one reminds me of him and I.
tripping balls.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I like that one. I like the one where it's all the three faces in the wall. This mushroom one is
Sometimes I just have to,
trippy.
I have to push pause and just really look at the mushroom.
Yeah, that
It has a
mushroom.
lot going on.
This one is one of my favorite.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I like how you made these visions. Some of them are sinister. Some of them are ugly. Some, like scary shit. Some
Yeah.
are nice, you know?
and scary, but still kind of beautiful in a
Yeah,
way.
at the same time.
Yeah.
that there now.
It's starting to become a monster is what it's starting to become. This is day 2
I was
on it.
almost lost.
I can't wait till like day 15 on it.
Wait till you hear.
What? What you say? What? Why? Huh? What you say? Huh?
Scott,
Why?
huh?
Wait till you hear
Why?
Why? Huh?
the chingadera,
The
chingaderas.
the words.
The worst.
Sermon.
Yes. It's just gonna bring it to a whole different.
Show me some concept art too.
Ooh.
Espinaca.
Yeah,
Spinach.
to do this right, you have
Yeah.
to sell it and show us concept
come
art.
on.
Yes.
Come on.
Well,
Have I
present
failed?
Doesn't
this
she
well.
always?
Yeah,
Thank
she
you.
does.
She's never let us down.
Thank you.
Have faith in the editor like you have faith in yourself, my brother.
Thank you. Have I failed you?
Never.
No, you have not.
Never.
Thank you.
How was that, Matt? How you was
I
that
think
very
the bass
shaman?
is really starting to come along. Like, that
Yes.
was some ambient bass playing, bruh.
Yes. I try to give it so much space, you know.
And then I was listening to it and then reading the words that I wrote,
Right.
both in the English and the Spanish version. And I was just listening to the song to see where exactly it would fit perfect. And right where it picks up would be the perfect spot to have them
Right.
come in.
Yeah, I like it. It just it takes you somewhere. I have to get Ben and Anna's feedback, unit E's, and
Brian loves it.
we need to get
Oh,
Ian.
everybody loves it.
Has Ian heard this yet? We need to get Ian to hear
Ian,
this.
Everybody
Ian sat
loves
here
it.
the whole time.
Oh,
listening
that's
to
right.
it.
Yeah.
He said that's part of what brought the vibe. The
Yes.
inviting. There was nothing there to run from. He
But-
sat there with us.
Bug and I will talk about this tonight. Well, maybe tomorrow morning when she's on the road, depending on when I get out of here.
Yeah.
There has been not one person who hasn't listened to this that has not.
Hasn't liked it.
Yeah.
Or even said what it reminded him of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even moms liked it.
Yeah. She said her first impression was, I like the jungle song.
She's like,
Right.
that, yeah. She was like, that was my favorite.
We're like, the jungle song. Great. Now you've identified it as the jungle
Well,
song.
because
'cause
that's
it
what it
is.
sounds
I know, but
like.
everybody is different.
Yes.
yeah.
I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying
Yeah.
everybody's
Yes.
different.
Well,
Yeah.
I just think that's the only like. It's
It's just so
what it
wild.
sounds
It's
like.
just
Yeah, it sounds
so-
wild.
yeah.
I don't think it's very hard to not get.
Fantasy.
Yes.
And,
I did it
yeah.
for a meditative thing, like to use my imagination more. And so I was like, how are they going to view it, though?
Yeah.
You know, that was my biggest question. Like,
I think we fell asleep to it. Remember that one night when we first played it and then we went in the room and replayed it just to hear how it sounded on the TV? We both were falling asleep.
I'll have it
to
in my headband for sure tonight.
Yeah.
because I was kind of embarrassed. Like, oh, I did all these goofy ass sounds.
And
Lamar gonna come in here and
yes.
clown me, and Marilyn gonna be
But
like,
have I
"You're
ever
not
done
putting
that?
bullshit out
Have
there."
I ever done that?
So
No.
funny.
but
So when he
It's always gonna be a fear.
So when he first did it, he's like, "Oh, you got to hear what I did." And so I think it was like either the first day you left to go on vacation or the second day. I think it might have been the first day. And we were setting up for the podcast or for the live, and I'm like, "Okay, let me hear it." And I'm like, "Oh my God, that's so badass." I'm like, I'm a little jealous I wasn't in here to chime in on the vocals. And he's like, man, really? And I'm like, yeah. He goes, that's how you know when something's pretty badass, when somebody wants to chime in on vocals
Yes.
with you.
When you hear something and somebody immediately wants to participate, that means you have struck gold. Pay dirt, my boy.
So then we go on the live and stuff like that. And then I tell him like, so you're not going to play that new one? And he's like, oh, no. It needs to I need to just let it cook. And I'm like, oh, no. You're going to play that one. You need to let these people hear it. And then he's like, no. I'm a little embarrassed. And then so I called him out on the bullshit because I was like, weren't you the one that was giving been shit
I was,
for
too. I was.
for not putting
I was the
himself
guy.
out
Yep.
there and
Okay.
this and that.
Yep.
da, da, da. And so he put it out there. I was
You
like,
fall
that,
victim to your own crimes there, wise guy.
Yeah, and
That
then
was I.
Yep, and then people were on the chat and they're like, that was badass. And I'm like, see, you could have potentially robbed somebody from that experience.
It's okay to be a little insecure as an artist.
Absolutely. I'm not saying that you don't have that right. Yes, you do. But put yourself out there.
Because, there's some people out there who try to show their significant other, hey, look at this beautiful thing I created, and get your energy up high, and then all of a sudden you bring that person into the environment and they're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
It just does something to someone's
Oh, yeah.
everything when they
Yeah.
put their everything into something, and
then
to
they-
have that response
And then they poop on you.
from someone they hold dear.
Yeah. Well, and
You know?
shame on them.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not supporting their partner.
No.
Yeah.
Poop.
Yeah.
When you tell me about payroll, the little that you do,
Yeah.
I don't understand one
I know.
fucking word you are talking about. But what I do is I try to hold that same energy you hold and go, man, this is really great. Or is this really good? I don't know.
Yeah.
But,
You try to hold the same interests
interest in the same energy,
or
even though
empathy or,
Right.
oh man, that sucks.
help you come up with a
Max, or-
solution. I have no idea what I'm
Yeah.
coming up with a solution for.
Right.
Yeah.
But damn it, the little
Yeah.
you told me, this might be an answer.
Right.
I like it.
Yeah. And I do the same with you. Like, well, I've learned a little bit more about music because, it evolves around numbers, so it's easier for me to understand. But still, LFO, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
What? Or envelopes? What? Are we putting stamps on them? You need
Yeah,
me to mail it out?
I thought he was saying
Huh?
LFO. I thought he was like, let's fuck off. That's what I
Yeah,
thought we were
that was
doing.
like, well,
LFO,
you-
do LFO. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm used to that.
I was like, what? Okay,
Yeah.
well then I won't listen.
Yeah.
Fuck you too.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? But like you said, you don't understand what I'm saying, but I sit there and support you and vice versa.
Right.
And I will never, like we always say, we will never let anybody embarrass this family in the public.
Not now, not never.
So if that song was booty as hell, I would have never pushed you
Right.
Right.
to
And
air
you
it
know,
live.
if I come in here and I'm not playing right away, something's off.
Yeah.
You know I'm not
Or you'll
vibing
always
with
say,
it.
let's just make this an interlude to
Yeah,
something else.
yeah. Can we just...
It's fine, but let's just give it a 30, 40 second play.
And you
Yeah.
and both of you know if you guys are playing something that I am just not, I'm like,
Yeah, figure it out. Figure it
That's
out.
the thing B told me. He
No,
said,
guys.
you know what good music is,
And you know what
what
bad
bad music
music
is.
is.
There's no
Yeah.
lying.
But then again, but then that just goes back to my guru self to go, there is no bad music, you know?
No.
But yeah.
Nah, I
No.
can't even find
Yeah.
higher self to disagree with my lower self.
Yeah.
yeah, no, there is bad.
There's shit music out there. Tons of it on the radio, if you ask
Yeah.
me, but
Yeah.
And most of the
Damn it.
time, my ear is pretty spot on. If within 30 seconds,
Yeah, it's disagreeable.
if it says, "Oh God,"
Yeah.
then I know immediately.
most of it on the radio is negativity.
Yeah.
How to be less than a person, and how to call a woman outside of her name, and
Oh yeah.
hold on to these fucking finite material things and objects.
Yeah, go out, drink beer in my truck.
But
and-
never anything about bettering oneself
Yeah.
and bettering one's marriage and bettering one's kids and go out. and
You
create-
But you got, but you got to have the polarities though. You got
You
like
have
some
to
people like to vibe out on some hard.
Find,
negative shit
Yeah.
You have to look really hard
to find the positive stuff.
to find that.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
And
Yeah.
even if negative shit is being out there and it's twisted that way, you can always twist it your way. Like when Snoop Dogg was doing Gin and Juice, people just heard it as a good song. No one was like really like into that shit who was like not into it. They just knew it as a good song, you know?
You know who?
It's
Despite-
subjective and
Right.
perspective.
Yeah,
yes.
it's all about your perspective.
You know who had really, really good music out there and who was actually really promoting a good message and
Stickman.
Well, besides Stickman, but
Dead Prez.
but I mean, who is in like the pop culture era, and who you hardly hear from her now, probably because she was putting out a good message, was Megan Trainor.
I don't know who
See?
that is.
I don't know who that is.
You guys have no idea who she is. And she was preaching about, I don't care how big I look or what size I am. I'm still beautiful no matter what you think about me. And I'm going to stand tall and walk confidently. And you hardly hear about her.
Right.
And
Yeah, until today.
exactly. And she
But
had,
what a strong person, though.
yeah, and those were her own lyrics that she wrote and sang. And for a little bit, that song was pretty popular, and you don't hear it from
Right,
her anymore.
Right. And that's the thing. Isn't that the issue with music? That's
Yeah.
like, I was just telling B about causality. You know, there has to be an action.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
It just has to be.
Yeah.
You can't sit home and just meditate all day and hope that's going to get you to where you need to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Go-
got to have causality.
Go ahead and play us out of here, my boy.
We play out.
Play us out of here, my boy. Again, thank y'all for tuning in. Those of you that did, and kept quiet in the background while we did our thing.
Speak up next time. Jeez.
Maybe say a little something next time. I mean, just don't leave us to our own devices.
Don't be shy. It's free. We won't
we don't
charge
bite.
you.
Just talk to us.
I won't send you a bill.
You know, everybody want to talk to somebody.
Love your mama.
And love yourself.
Everybody want to love their mama.
Everybody want to love themselves.
I mean, shoot, BMF might bring the beer next time.
Hell.
This sweet old hurricane. You know, everybody like that 8.1%.
Everybody like that 81.11%. And go rob your mama when you on hurricane. Don't do that. Don't do that.
No.
Don't do
No,
that.
we're not promoting illegal activities.
That was just an inside joke. Don't do that.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's no one out there.
Okay, am I
robbing
going to
their
have
mothers.
to mute your mic again?
I'm sure.
Jesus. Yes, louder. Thanks, babe.
As you were, Maestro.
This dude.